We have some technical difficulties, maybe a little bit this morning, so we're a little off.
Yeah.
But welcome to Perfect Pair. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, I'm Nancy Jurek.
And I'm Kara Balmer.
Welcome to Perfect Pair. Thank you for joining us again. Please like and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube. We really appreciate it. Give us hearts and likes and smiley faces and whatever else you can do.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
So
today is going to be a good day. We have Mr. KP behind the scenes running the show for us. He's new for us.
yay!
Say hi, Kobe.
Hi there. Hi, everyone. How you doing?
And for those who don't know, that's Kara's son.
It is.
He's very wonderful.
He is pretty wonderful. Yeah. Very happy to have him here. Anyway, we got to talk about the quilts on the set.
Yes, we do. All right, so behind both of us, that big one is Octavia. And that was made by Julie here at GE Designs, and it's beautiful.
Yes.
Did she remember what bundle she used?
She was looking for it. She couldn't quite remember.
Yeah, it was one we had a while ago, so we're definitely sold out of it.
Right.
But it's so beautiful.
Yeah, and her quilting on there is Fabulous Feathers. I'm guessing it's from Urban Elements.
Maybe Long Arm League. Those are the two main ones we use.
That we use, yeah.
So,
but
yeah.
Fabulous Feathers, yeah. It's just really pretty and really fun.
She was working on it for a while, and she got it done, and I was excited to see the finished product. So,
as an alternative, Kobe, can you go to the Mr. KP? Can you go to the overhead, please? We have this option for you that I think would make a fabulous Octavia. Julie had pulled this as a second option. It is our Rancho Relaxo bundle, and then the 1 yard is Grunge Eggshell for the background. The colors are real similar in the two, and I just think it would be, so it's a little edgier, a little more fun. The one in Julie's quilt is more flowery, but the colors are similar.
Yeah, this is, the Rancho Relaxo has a really fun retro feel while still being pretty modern.
Right.
So it's really cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
Love the colors.
Great, Octavia.
All right, behind me is, I did it right, is the Braid Runner, a wonderful quilt as you go table runner. We do still have kits in that colorway and also in a green colorway.
Yes, that's Gudrun's
very first published pattern, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We just celebrated how many years? 20 years?
Yeah.
So grab it. It's beautiful.
It's
a
is
great one to have.
beautiful. We've got 2 different colorways. You did say that.
Yes.
Yes.
2 different colorways for kits. Otherwise, you can do your own thing too.
For sure.
So, and then behind Kara, which is hard to see, is the little Nellie.
That's a good stomach workout.
Made with the Willow little bundle.
Yes. And actually, it's extra long, so you could use it as for a longer table or like a bed runner.
Yeah.
So grab yourself 2 little bundles
And just make a double
pattern,
double. Basically. Yeah.
Yeah, those are really fun. Any of our patterns work really nicely for that.
Yep.
So
It's really pretty. All right. And then behind Mr. KP, we have a beautiful quilt. This is the Dina, made with Love Always, and Love Always is coming back. We have it as a pre-order right now. It had sold out very quickly before.
Yeah.
So we're getting some back.
We are.
Grab that pre-order if you really want it.
Yeah.
Because it will probably go fast again.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yes.
All right. So last night I was busy making my food for today. So I made a strawberry bunt cake.
I'm excited about it.
We were just talking before the show. Like, it's good, but I don't bake very often. So like all those little nuances with baking elude me sometimes.
You got to fold in the strawberries.
Right, exactly. Like they had you set aside a little bit of flour to put on your strawberries before you fold them into the batter.
Yes.
I've never done that before.
Really?
No, but I don't.
I have, which is weird.
That is weird.
I like baking. I just don't have the attention span.
No, I think maybe next time I need to go more towards the cooking.
Yeah.
Because I cook all the time, and that you can just dump a little bit. Here you have to be more precise. But anyway, let's get to the the recipe. This calls for 1 cup unsalted butter, softened, 2 cups sugar, 3 large eggs, 2 tablespoons lemon juice, a zest of a lemon, which I have a funny story to tell you about that, 2.5 cups flour, a half a teaspoon of salt, 8 ounces of Greek yogurt, and 12 ounces of fresh strawberries diced. I had to look up how much 12 ounces of strawberries is, because
Yeah. That's a weird measurement.
like it told me 12 large strawberries, 24 medium, or 36 small. And I had a mixture, so that was to
my
guess.
I think in Europe they use like measurements, like weight measurements for
Yeah.
cooking, and I think their food is usually better too.
Probably. We should think about.
We should think about doing that.
Anyway, we will leave the recipe on our blog if you're interested. It did turn out really pretty
It's
well.
very good.
Yep. So we have the rest of the bunt cake is here in the warehouse, so hopefully it'll get eaten up today.
I'm sure I'll contribute quite a bit.
So-
I will as well.
yes. Yeah. It worked out. But-
What's your story with the zest?
So I had a zester that I got probably from some home party like Pampered Chef or something, and I've had it for years and years. And my oldest son would make fun of me because I had a zester. He's like, "When are you ever gonna zest?" Wouldn't you know, last night I was looking for my zester and it is gone. I think.
Did he
because
take it?
He loves to cook, but he's not so much a baker.
I was going to say, he's the cooker, so he might have taken it.
He does do the cooking.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know. He teased me for so many years. Every time he saw it in the drawer. So I sent him a picture last night with a mad face holding a lemon, saying, "I needed that zester." Anyways, I used a grater and it worked fine. But sorry, little side note. Kind of funny. Yeah.
All right. Today is National Memory Day. Did you know that?
No, but I thought that there's lots of good days today, so
Yeah.
we're going to talk about them. National Memory Day, and we have puzzles.
We do.
We have quilting puzzles for sale online in our store. We've just started with 3 different choices, but they're just so cute.
Yeah.
Here's cute little barn one in the fall with lots of barn quilts on there. I've always wanted a barn quilt.
Me too.
I live in town,
Same.
so maybe at some point if I ever move into the country, I'll have to have a barn quilt.
I think I give you permission to have a barn quilt on your house. I have seen them on houses.
I know I have too,
And
but
I
I
might
just don't
do
know
it.
where I'd put it. These are the other 2 that we have. This one, rainbow one with all the notions in there, which is so cute. And then the one right before this was the G's Bend Equal Justice puzzle. These are just the 3 that we have in the store, but great thing for memory.
Yeah, it is. And at both the libraries I work at, we have puzzles just out that people can work on, and I
That's
love
nice.
that. And
Yes.
occasionally I'll take a little break and put a few pieces in. It's awesome. I love puzzles.
It is. Yeah, I was very excited when I saw there's so many choices of different quilting puzzles. I thought it was a good addition to our
Yep.
gifts and notions section in the store.
Yeah.
It is also National Spray Tan Day. Have you ever had a spray tan?
I have. One time. Didn't work very well for me. I got very hot, and as I sweat, it had little not tunnels, little rivers. I don't know, where I was whiter than the tan, and it was an interesting time in my
Yes.
life.
I know. I've never had one. Tanning beds were the thing to
Yes,
do when
we were younger.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so
I
I've
did that a
never
lot.
done, but I've got a wedding coming up, and so maybe.
Are you gonna do a spray tan? Go
I'd like a
somewhere
little
good.
color.
Yeah.
Because coming off of, the wedding's in May, and coming off of winter in Minnesota, we're pretty
pale.
pasty. So
Well, here's the deal. I think you should just take a vacation beforehand.
I think that's a very good idea.
That's my suggestion.
Okay, we'll do that instead, because that would be cheaper.
Cheaper, definitely
Yeah.
cheaper. Doesn't take much time.
No, it'll be perfect. It is also absolutely incredible Kids Day. which is one of my absolutely incredible kids is here.
Yeah.
The
The only one, right?
Right. It's the only one of my kids
That's
incredible.
incredible.
The most incredible.
Most incredible. There we go. But it's just a great way to recognize your kids, tell them how great they are. And I know we like mush and gush over kids and think our kids are great more now than ever. But it's just a way for you to tell them things that you notice about them.
Good things.
Instead of bragging about them to friends, it's more about telling them things that you notice.
Yes.
Like you noticed how great they do this or how, whatever.
Yeah. I tell my sweet Oscar how nice he is to Elsa all the time because she doesn't always deserve that. She can be a bit of a pest to him, and he is so nice to her. I can't believe it. She is a very lucky girl to have him as a big brother.
Right. Because usually when they're younger, I know my youngest gets a lot of heckling from his older brothers. It's National Countdown Day. I didn't know what this was.
Yeah.
But it's March 21st, which means it's 3, 2, 1.
Cute.
Yeah.
I like
and so
that.
it kind of recognizes all the different times that we count down in our lives. If we're countdowning to a special event, or countdown to New Year's, or countdown to the Super Bowl, or countdown to what are other
A quilt
costs?
retreat.
A quilt retreat. That's a perfect example. We count down to Christmas with our children.
Yeah. That's cute. I like that.
Yes. It's also National Farm Rescuer Day.
Yes. So I looked up this, and I think I have had, I know people in my life who have had this. So basically what it is, they help family farms and ranches bridge crises so they have an opportunity to keep making money while this crisis is going on. So like they help with planting, harvesting, hauling stuff, all sorts of that for like natural disasters or family emergencies, things like that. So there have been times in my community where that has been needed, and it was either farm rescue or just lovely other farmers helping out. But
And it's
yeah.
it's an organization where
Yes.
there's money available, and it's an actual organization.
It is mainly in the Midwest, but it's a great
Yeah,
thing.
hugely needed sometimes
Yeah.
when there's an emergency in one of the farming families that needs help and support to get crops in or out.
Absolutely, agriculture is super important.
Yes.
and close to my heart.
Right. It's National French Bread Day. It's I know bread. It's bread. It's bread. It's National California Strawberry Day. And this started back obviously in California when it would be the sign of spring and strawberry planting was coming up. Strawberries are perennials though. Perennials? Annuals? I get those two mixed up. I should not.
Perennials come back every year. Annuals you have
Are
to
just-
plant every year.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
I think I'm right.
I think so. Anyway, strawberries come back year after year. But it was the sign of spring. And so that's why it's California strawberry. That's why I made a strawberry bunt cake.
It's
just to
delicious.
kind of honor strawberries. It's National Fragrance Day. I'm not a big fragrance wearer.
I used to try, and then I just got annoyed with it. And then I noticed that a lot of people who I was around had sensitivity
Yeah.
to it. So I'm
I
like,
think that's
"Eh,
more and more common.
I'm just going to be a nice person and not do it.
Yeah.
But I do have some perfumes I really like.
My grandma was a huge perfume wearer. And I think as her olfactory, her senses like
They kind of dull.
the perfume got worse.
Yeah, yeah. I think I remember that.
Love my grandma Betty. She wore a lot of perfume. It is Single Parent Day, National Single Parent Day,
Yeah,
which
props
would
to that.
not be an easy job.
No way.
Nope. And it's National Common Courtesy Day.
That's a perfect day.
It
should be
is.
National Common Courtesy Day every day.
Every day. Need to be aware. Some people need to be more courteous than others. Some people it's just natural.
Yes. Yeah. Just be
So
nice
yeah,
to
there's
people.
lots of national days today. So it's kind of fun to read through them and be reminded of some things and learn a little bit more about farm rescue.
Heck
and
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So Kara and I have been busy just with family life lately. I have been, so between my 3 kids They're making 5 quilts, maybe 6. We'll see.
Seriously?
Elsa wants to make 3. She's almost done with 1, and good portion through second one.
Wow. What
She-
about Clara?
Clara has 1
She's got one done.
done, and they were supposed Clara, and Court were supposed to be on the show today, but
Yes.
Clara has a field trip,
So they'll be with us next
month.
Next month.
So yeah, Elsa has been working on one of her 4-H quilts through the Quilt Quest, Minnesota 4-H Quilt Quest, which is where anyone who signs up in 4-H can make the same pattern over Zoom.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's statewide.
Cool.
And every week they meet and talk about the next steps and share what they've done.
Oh,
It's really sweet and cute, and the teachers are so patient. So patient. So yeah, Elsa's having a great time. You can show those pictures if you want, KP. So yeah, she's cutting her fabric. She did have a hard time getting enough leverage or strength to cut, but she tried at least.
Yeah. She's up on that stool. That's smart.
Yep. She's and she has such a positive attitude the whole time. I don't know where this kid came from. Like, usually kids,
She's
after
not a teenager
she's
yet.
not a teenager yet, thank God. But we worked on it for about 3 hours, and she was just she was
right
so
on.
happy during the whole thing. Didn't complain once.
That's fun.
Usually after an hour, kids are like, okay, this is old.
This is, yeah.
But
Moving
she was
on.
great. So she's getting started on that. Clara and Oscar recently had their band concert. It was a district-wide band concert, so we got to see 5th grade through 12th grade all performing. So Clara and her clarinet, and Oscar and his trombone, and they are doing great. Oscar really loves band, so
Oh, that's awesome.
that makes me happy.
Yes.
As a former band kid, I love it. So. And then Elsa had her little, I don't know what it's called, recital program, I don't know. But these kids did such a great job. A lot of them had solos. Elsa had a few lines. And it was just overall really entertaining. And I was so shocked at how good it was. Like, normally some kids, they sing a few songs and whatever and go on with your life. But these
Right.
guys put on like a full production.
Wow.
It was really great.
That's fun.
So yeah. And then guess what I'm doing tomorrow night? I didn't tell you this.
Oh. No, you didn't.
I'm going to the orchestra. So I'm really
Where?
excited. Orchestra Hall.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm excited. I
Is
love
there
the orchestra.
anything like, is there a theme? Is there a...
I'm trying to remember the composer. I want to say it was Dvorak. I'm not sure. I got to look. But I don't know. I let Matt pick it because it was his Christmas present. So yeah.
Matt likes to go to the orchestra
Oh,
too?
yeah. We're both band kids. We're big nerds.
Wow.
Love it. So it's great. I love it. So I'm excited.
Excuse me. I've been battling this horrible chest coughing thing for, it's
I
going
know.
on 2 weeks.
It's been a while. I got sick after her and got better before her, which is weird.
Yeah, it's just this lingering cough that tickles, and here we are. I haven't had a lot going on the last month. My family was able to celebrate my youngest granddaughter's first birthday. Here's a picture of her enjoying her cake.
Aw, she's
Look at
so
her.
sweet.
She's so sweet. Excuse me.
Did she have a big birthday party?
She did.
Nice.
Yeah, because, that's what you do for a 1-year-old when they don't remember. No, it was really a nice birthday. And she's just a sweet little angel. And her parents are getting married in May. And I have not gotten my dress yet.
That is so stressful.
It is.
I
Yeah.
dread the day. I have
So-
to find a mother of the bride. No, thank you.
So I have on the screen, I'm so sorry. I'm like struggling. This is one of my dresses, and I'm asking everybody to help me choose. This is
That's
an opportunity
beautiful.
for you to.
Would you get it in black?
Yes.
Okay.
That's kind of the requirement or the request from the bride is that we're all in black.
Nice.
Bridesmaids are in black. Tuxes are black.
Black, black, black.
It's kind of a black and white affair.
Very classy.
Yeah.
I like
So
it.
this is dress number 1. I've always been my body shape is good with A-line. I like this. I like the V-neck. There's a little bit of lace on it. The wedding is at a venue. We'll be outside some, inside. It's at the end of May. So this is dress number 1, which I found last, but I still really like it. Dress number 2, my sister likes it's in navy, but again, I'd get it in black. This is my sister's vote. Dress number 3 was the first one I found, and my first
cute.
choice. It's a little more casual. It has pockets, which makes me
Yes.
super excited. And being it's kind of an indoor, outdoor, I don't know, it just looks super comfortable.
I like that one a lot.
And then dress number 4 is the same as dress number 3, but the white on top.
Are you allowed white on top?
Well,
Do you have to ask?
I don't know. But I do like that one as well.
That's really
so those are my 4 choices, and I'd love some input. If anybody has an opinion or any other suggestions,
Yeah.
because I got to get on this.
Whether the bride dresses are hard.
And then I might need to have Karn do some
Alter.
alterations. Karn, did you hear that?
Heads up.
She actually just finished altering my soon-to-be daughter-in-law's wedding dress.
Yes.
She just picked it up last night at Karn's house. So.
Aw, nice.
And Karn's just an
Karn's
angel.
amazing.
Like, I don't know how she does what she does. She's incredible. So thank you, Karn.
Absolutely.
So not a lot going on in my world.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so we want to talk about last month's winner.
Yes.
So the question last month was, what quilted apparel have you made? So we picked 3 wonderful winners here from Facebook and YouTube. And so the first one is, I gotta find the name, Diana Wilson Davis. She'd been wanting to make a pullover quilted sweatshirt, so she deconstructed a 2XL sweatshirt as her pattern.
Oh.
I love how it turned out, warm and cozy, made from a quilt bought on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, cool. I like
That's
the
so
like
cute.
scallopy
Me
or the
too.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Those.
those. I just heard about people making quilted sweatshirts and jackets from sweatshirts. Like you buy an oversized sweatshirt and you use that kind of as your base layer. And
There was a couple ladies when we were in California that
Yeah.
were wearing.
yeah, I thought that was
That's
such a good idea.
Yeah. Like such a great idea. I'm in the middle of making one for Mr. KP back there, and I've been in the middle of making it for
It's been a little bit.
Ever.
3 months.
But
It's close.
It's a complicated process, I think, anyway.
Well, because you know, like, I'm not using binding on it, so that gets a little trickier. And yes, so maybe by next show he could wear it.
We'll go for that.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
but
All
they're
right.
so fun. I just love to see all the quilted
Yes.
apparel lately.
Yep, I love it. Our next winner is Angela Sherwood. Let's see. Yep. This quilted jacket I made using a sweatshirt, one size bigger than I normally wear. So again, another sweatshirt as the base, I guess. And I love that design on the back. Super cool. And then our third winner is Carol Hatcher. She made a vest from the November 15th One Yard Wednesday. There is a link in the blog from that day. And it's reversible, so she can wear it either way, and it's super
Looks
cute.
like she has some like cuddle or.
I think it's flannel. Oh wait,
oh,
the
the-
paw prints might
yeah.
be like a
I think yeah.
yeah.
That's
the stripes
flannel.
are flannel, and I think that might be a minky.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
But
So,
cozy.
yeah.
Very cute.
So thank you all of you for submitting your stuff. Thank you for participating and commenting. Those 3 will each be sent a charm pack, and later in the show we'll have another question. And again, we'll pick 3 winners and send you guys charm packs. So
Very,
So,
very cool.
comment.
All right. So we have our favorites that we'd like to share with you all today. My favorite right now is because I seem to keep, I've got drawers around my sewing machine. And everything's organized in there. But when I'm in the middle of sewing a project, even turning around and reaching to one of my drawers to get a seam ripper or to get a pressing tool or whatever the case might be, that's too much for me. So I brought in these sewing machine mats here. They're from the GEasy company. I am thrilled. They are so helpful. Here is a picture of one that I just took that is in our classroom. You can see there's a place for your needles. I've got my scissors there, clips, seam ripper. I also have a marking tool. All of it's right there in front of my face.
I love that pin cushion on it.
Yeah.
That's genius. Yeah, that would be perfect for retreats or just small sewing spaces or
Yes.
just every day. I think what I would like most about it is when I go to retreats, when I use my machine, especially when it's super fast, it like vibrates and it's super loud on the table.
yes.
And I think that would also help
That a
quiet
little
that
bit.
down.
Yes. This is how it comes, which, as you're talking about taking it to a retreat, it's perfect. Pop it open. Then you've got the padding that'll lay here under your machine. And then all this folds down, then to hang down with all the zippered pockets. Here's the removable pin cushion. It's
It's cool.
yeah. So we've
Really
got
helpful.
a couple different colors online right now, and I brought it in because I wanted one. Truth be told, but yes, perfect to take with you on retreats.
On retreats,
Whoa,
anywhere.
words again.
My favorite lately are the arrow stickers. I am working on a quilt that I'll talk about soon. That the arrow stickers are pretty important for making what I'm making. And they've been super helpful. And in general, they're just helpful whenever I cut. I actually did a miscut because I had counted on the sticker being on the 10 instead of the 11, because who cuts 11-inch squares? And so I just assumed it was on the 10. I did not put it there. Someone else did. And I miscut.
So the sticker was on the 11 mark on the
Yes.
ruler, and you just
I was
went.
like, this makes sense. It's 10 probably. So
Probably not. Well, at least you could cut it down.
yes,
But
I
then
did
it left your other.
shorten
yeah.
my other square. So that is my fault for not checking. But these arrows are so helpful. There's 3 different colors in each pack. Yeah.
192 arrows in each pack. Total.
Yes, exactly. So it's a really great tool.
Yeah,
Can't recommend it enough. So
for sure.
that is my favorite.
All right.
And
What are you working on now as you're talking about
yes.
your arrows?
So what I'm working on, I am making a quilt for my dad for Father's Day. I am making the Jewel quilt from Stripology Mixology.
Right
3,
on the front
Right on
cover.
the front. And this pattern has really intimidated me. So just like the Trinity, triangles scare me a little. Like, I don't know. I've had issues in the past, and so I'm just trying to overcome it. And so I'm really
I know.
challenging myself.
We were in the classroom yesterday just getting a few things done. I was working on my temperature quilt a little bit, and Nancy was working on creating a few blocks for the show today. And like she was really like psyching herself up to get this one going. Like there were, people that had taken the class that had issues with cutting. Is that
Yes,
what you were
yes.
saying?
So
Yeah.
it was a retreat quilt a while ago, and I just remember that there was quite a few miscuts, and so we had to send extra fabric occasionally. And so I was like, okay, I know this is tough. I have to pay extra special attention to those directions. And so then I even had Julie, like I moved my ruler, and I had Julie like double check that everything was right and made sense, and she confirmed it did. So I'm reading the directions right, but I was a little nervous. I think once I cut more, it'll be totally fine.
Yeah.
But
Getting
just that
the
first
room.
cut, I was just like, oh no. But it's fine. It's fine. The instructions are very clear. It's just my mind that overthinks it. So, but anyway, so I'm making the Jewel. I'm making it out of Cedarcreast Falls, which I think is perfect. And like I said, I'm making it for my dad. My hope is that he will bring it to the cabin and we can all use it.
Yes.
My
If
little
you're
selfish
listening,
me.
Dad.
But overall, I just want him to enjoy it. And
Yeah, it's
both
so pretty.
It's so pretty. Both my mom and I quilt, and I haven't made anything for my dad, and I don't think she has either. So
This will be
so
awesome
yeah, it's
gift.
his time. There is a wide back in both 1 yards and 3 yards 108s. That would be a perfect backing. I'm trying to decide between that backing and minky. I love minky, but that backing is so beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't
That's
decide.
a tough call.
What do you think, KP?
It's going to the cabin. I think minky.
I know, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. It's not guaranteed going to the cabin, but maybe that'll be the extra push.
And then he will never get to use it when any of the grandkids
Exactly,
are there or
exactly.
anybody else is there. It'll be.
And if you want to go to the overhead, I have my blocks that I made yesterday. Very nervously, but they did turn out. There was no issues after I made that 10-inch miscut.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll go like that. I think I'm going to mix it up more so that it's not the same fabrics.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about challenging myself because that's kind of the whole fun of it.
Right. Exactly.
So, keeps me interested.
Yay.
So yeah, that is
Exciting.
my pick. Oh, and I want to show you that fabric too real quick. I'm a little disorganized, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to run through this fabric. Whew. So the darkest one, it's kind of a watercolory, greens and blues, blacks, teals. And then more watercolor with more teal. And then this reminds me of like birch branches and twilight. I think we showed this, and that's
Yeah.
what I said.
So
Still
pretty.
does, still reminds me of that. And then this one is kind of a landscapey piece, not totally, but it has trees and the trunks and the trees. And then I want to spread these out a little bit so you get to see them more. And this just reminds me of like a rock face with trees.
This one's like ombre.
Oh, it is. Gosh, I didn't even see that. Look at you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's look at the whole thing. There you go. That's really pretty.
Yes, isn't it? I just love the what's the word? I don't know. Abstractness a little bit.
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
not so
Yeah, that's-
direct. It's just
Yeah,
a little,
pretty.
yeah, very pretty. And then we have this watercolor in the light blue. And then this really beautiful piece, light blue again with the teals. Just kind of that shadows of the trees almost. A green watercolor. And then a green trunk, aspen or birch. And then we have a brown watercolor. And then more trunks, or at least that's how I interpret it. And then there's another bigger piece that has kind of a landscape on it with the waterfalls and the cliffs and the trees. I think it's really pretty as well.
Yeah.
So definitely check this out. Start thinking about Father's Day if you want to. And yeah, I think a lot of guys would really like this bundle. So that is my pick with the jewel from Stripology Mixology 3.
Mr. KP, you can leave it on the overhead because I'll just go over mine next. I decided that I needed to make, or wanted to make, a quilt for my son's girlfriend's family because they took him on a trip and did not want any money for it. So I figured this is a good way to kind of say thank you for that. So they too have a lake cabin, and I kind of went that route with this. So this, of course, is minky and will be on the back. And I decided to make a phoenix. So I'm working on this right now, and I started cutting out yesterday. And I've got my darks, which are just going to be this canvas navy and this canvas peacock. So those will be my darks. as you
And they
can
match this perfectly.
Yeah, so that's what really kind of prompted me. I found this first, and I was like, what can I do with this? Because I love it, and I think it'd be great at their cabin. And so then I decided, yes, Phoenix is a good one with flannel, so it makes it even cozier. I know they head to their cabin a lot in the wintertime, and so then hopefully this will be used. And then this canvas charcoal will be one of my lights, and my other light is going to be this spirit cloud. So these are on our website. So these will be my colors in the quilt for the lights and the darks. And I just got 2 yards of each of the 4, which is more than enough. And the thing I like about the Phoenix quilt, the lap quilt, is they're a large lap. And so for Emma's dad, I think he would appreciate just that little bit bigger
Yep.
quilt. So
Agreed.
that's what I will be working on this month.
I'm excited to see it.
Me too. It'll
Can't
be,
wait.
yeah. We'll see. I'm very excited about the Minky. I do love Minky, and when the quilt is intended to just be snuggled and cuddled, I don't think there's
Can't go
anything
wrong.
better.
Oh,
So.
I love Minky. It's hard to resist. Like
Right?
when you have your choices for backing, like I love a pieced backing. Like I'm all about it.
Right.
But
Right.
Minky, ooh,
I know. It
It's
just
so
really
great.
kind of depends on what the intent is, I think, a little bit. I don't know.
yeah.
But
So yesterday, Kara finished your temperature
I did
quilt
I finished
for February.
yesterday, right in the nick of time.
I finished mine a little bit ago, but my excuse is when my kids are sewing, I'm just in the room and I might as well sew something.
Yeah.
So yes, we finished our February temperature portions.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. And,
And-
never has a February looked like this.
yeah, it's a weird month here in Minnesota, and
Yeah.
I think most of the nation. It's been weird.
Weird.
Let's see. That's yours.
That's mine.
That's Kara's January and February.
Yep.
And then mine is right there. And as you know, February has fewer days, so I don't know about you, but I'm going to just add plain blocks of the background.
That's what I was thinking too.
So then it will blend into the sashing and any borders I put. So that's the plan. And did you run into any trouble?
I didn't. I'm an expert now.
Same.
No, I do appreciate that you get 2 per block, 2 flying geese per block. So then I had some left over from January that I could incorporate
very
into
easy.
February. So like all of a sudden I'm like halfway done with February because
Yes.
I had leftovers from the month before. So that's fun.
Yep. And a lot of my leftovers are going to be made for March. If you want to go to the overhead, I just love that. So yeah, I have most of my March ones done. I just got to piece them together.
Overachiever.
I know.
Nancy.
I've never been called that before in my life. But if you still want to join us for the temperature quilt,
Yes, you absolutely can.
you absolutely can. Please do. You can find these charts and your record-keeping sheets under About and More, and then
About.
and more, and then go to bonus charts and templates, and it will be there.
Yes.
Yeah, super fun. It's really so much more fun than I expected. Like
Yeah.
when this was first proposed, I was like, oh, flying geese. I don't know.
No.
And every month that we do it, it's just getting better and
Yeah.
better. So we
Yeah.
are experts now.
We-
I may have even convinced Clara to try it.
Yes.
I made the mistake of telling her that flying geese were really hard. And so now she's a little afraid of them. But I told her in that same sentence that Gudrun made it easy.
Yeah.
But she just hung on to the flying geese.
The
are really
hard part. Wow. And like you hung on to the jewel being
being hard.
hard.
And
I wonder
I
where she
think-
gets it from.
weird. We're not alike at all. but yeah, super easy. Especially once you make like 5, then you're good to go.
Just,
I can do it in my sleep, I think. So.
oh,
Yeah.
yes. Please.
Are we just doing the highs daily? Kara and I are both just doing the highs.
Yes. Good question.
I'm doing precipitation by turning it upside down. Kara is not. She is just doing highs.
It's enough for me to keep track of.
Right.
I was thinking about that when I was putting my geese in a row and making sure the temperatures are all lined up correctly. I'm like, oh, then you have to think about turning one upside down. That was way too much for me.
But Gudrun and some other people are doing highs and lows.
Yes.
And I think it was December 26th that Gudrun explained how to do that on one of her shows. So yeah, there is a way to do it. I'm just a little lazy.
Yeah, here's an example of somebody that is doing highs and lows and temperature, or I mean precipitation.
Yes.
This is Joan.
Joan.
Sorry, I couldn't read her name's a little Joan. Joan's temperature quilt, and she is doing, as well as Jean.
Yeah.
Jean is also doing, and Jean, how many months do you have there?
I think she's,
No, she's
doing
got-
the year she was born, or someone's year they were born. But yeah, she did highs and lows and precipitation. So props to you, Jean. 'Cause,
Right.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
It is.
Looking
It's
great,
a
though.
lot of thinking.
And then we have another example from Melanie, and she is doing the highs and lows and precipitation. So that's awesome. I love seeing it. I like the variety
Yes.
in those.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I did it, but I'm also realistic in that I don't know if I have the mental capacity to do that right now. But
Yes.
but they look really great.
They do. It's so fun to see them, and it'll be even more fun when we can do a whole huge slideshow at the end of the year.
Yes.
Ideally, it would be awesome if people put kind of where they're located too,
Yeah.
just so we can see, even if it's the state, just to kind of get a ballpark idea of what everybody's are
really cool.
looking like. Because even mine and Nancy's, with us being, we live 30 minutes from each other.
Yeah.
And yeah, the temperature even changes. For
Yep,
us.
very different.
So.
But yeah, we would love for you to join us. If you have already, please show us your pictures on Facebook.
Yeah.
We really want to see them. We would really love it if you use the hashtag GE Temp Quilt. I don't think we have that written for the screen, but GE Temp Quilt with the hashtag before it. So yes, please share your pictures. We appreciate it. We love to see the progress because I'm loving this quilt more and more.
Yeah.
So
I know.
yeah, it's good.
It is good.
All right, now
Question.
next.
We have a question. Don't
Of
we
the
wanna
month.
talk about- Yes.
Yes.
question. Okay. Of
Like,
the month. Yes.
Who has a question?
Yes, there it is.
So we want to know, what do you do to get cozy during a storm? We have a big snowstorm coming up.
The first one of the year, pretty much.
I'm
which-
very excited. Yeah, it is basically the first one of the year. We're supposed to get, I've seen 8 to 10 inches on Sunday, with another like few inches
Today.
Monday, Tuesday, today.
Yeah.
So
It'll be interesting to see what it all boils down to, because we have been,
starved.
well, I wouldn't say starved. We are just fine. But I just feel like the weather's been off a few times this year, that we've been told we were going to get some accumulation and a decent amount of snow, and
Yeah.
it really hasn't amounted to anything. So we'll see
Yeah.
if this actually happens.
When I first saw the temperature, the forecast, and it said 8 inches, and I was like, we'll be lucky if we get 3.
Yeah.
But then it went up to 10 inches, and it's been going
So it's
between
feeling
8
a
and
little
10.
more real.
So it's feeling, yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
we'll see.
changing much.
People are getting ready. So typically in a winter, regular winter for us, we hunker down when we get some snowstorms. And once in a while, it's just nice to just not be able to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like you don't have a choice.
Really
You
great.
just have to snuggle in. It's
Yep.
a little odd to be happening at the end of March, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
So, yeah. Do you do anything special?
I don't get out of my pajamas.
That's the best.
I make something hearty usually.
Good beef stew. That's my
Something,
favorite.
and then I'll probably find me in my sewing room some, which will be fun. Probably on the couch watching a movie with 1 or 2 family members, whoever seems to come up from their bedroom or down from their bedroom.
Emerge.
Right.
Yeah, pretty
about
much
you?
the same. I'm either sewing or reading or snowshoeing if I can. I love snowshoeing.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It's a big workout. And
Yeah.
honestly, I can't go very far because my legs get so tired.
Well, yeah.
But like a half mile, and I feel good, like
Yeah.
about myself. Like I'm tired. But I'm like, yeah, I did a good workout.
Yes. So do just you have snowshoes, or do lots of your
So
family?
me
or-
and Matt have snowshoes.
Okay.
And then we have like 2 kids pairs.
Okay.
But it is like pulling teeth to get those kids to snowshoe. I don't know what's wrong with
It's
them.
not- it's work.
It's so fun. And like the quietness. And
That would be nice and peaceful, and I would enjoy that. But
So pretty.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Kids are gonna love that.
I don't know what my kids. I don't know. They seem to like not liking what I like.
Oh,
Like they
yes.
make it their
That
purpose to
sounds
like,
typical.
which is very typical.
Yeah.
I can't say that I ever shared money interests with my mom,
Right.
but
Yeah.
but still, they should like snowshoeing, and that's that.
How about you, Mr. KP? What are you gonna do when the snowstorm comes?
Well, it probably won't be enough snow, but I would like to go snowboarding, but probably just stay inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
And our question doesn't just relate to snowstorms.
No, any storm.
Any storm, thunderstorms are awesome.
Oh yes.
I can't wait to have those back.
Yeah.
So,
A good thunderstorm.
and
In the evening. Like I love nighttime
yes,
thunderstorms.
I like morning thunderstorms
Oh, you do?
because it's weird.
Oh, yeah. It's weird.
Right? KP was telling us about when he was living in Arizona and the monsoons they have. So that sounds really interesting. But yeah, I want to hear about your storms and how you
Yeah.
deal with them and
Yeah, right.
enjoy them,
Mhm.
preferably. So
Yes. Appreciate.
yeah,
Yeah.
good weather events.
Right.
I love weather.
Good weather.
All right. What do we have any questions, KP?
Here's a good one for you.
All right.
All right.
KP's still learning. It's okay. We got
Yes.
patience.
Oh.
Does Mr. KP make
Oh,
quilts?
That's a good question.
KP, do you?
Oh,
Ooh.
Not yet.
not yet.
So is that a promise that you'll start?
I don't know about a promise, but
I think
That's
you
a good
should.
question.
I think your girlfriend would love a quilt made by you.
I do too.
Be extra special. We'll
that'll
help
be
you.
my next project.
Yeah.
We'll help you. It'll be fine.
Yeah, Michael's getting all in.
Michael is all in. We went to these conventions, he was buying things that were just way too complicated.
Yes.
Paper piecing, and he's like, "What do I do with this?" And I'm like, "Well, it's paper piecing." He's like, "What does that mean?" And then he just wants to make it larger to make it easier, and I'm like, "No, that's not how it works."
But it's awesome to see his enthusiasm.
Yes,
He's
it's
super
very excited.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah,
awesome.
We love it.
All right. Any other questions? Are we good?
I didn't catch a ton of them. I'm sorry, guys.
You'll get him next time.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
a big job.
Yes.
All right. Any announcements?
Yeah, we've got just a couple. Right now, as you all know, the 2024 virtual retreat second session is happening right now. I know they've been having some fun
Yeah.
in the retreats, enjoying the new quilts that Gudrun has designed, and they're just having a blast.
Yeah, HP did a yoga class.
He did.
Yesterday.
Yep,
Very
in
relaxing. In his conductor
in his
uniform.
yep. They're taking a virtual train ride right
Yes.
now in the retreat, if you weren't aware of what's going on. So he's the conductor, so he was in his full conductor gear, and
Yeah.
he was doing yoga in his conductor gear. So that was fun to see.
And yeah, it's the second day of that.
Yep.
So if you're interested in the virtual retreat, it happens once a year in March usually, and sign up usually starts in December. So
We are actually going to be doing an early sign up, like you can reserve your spot. But look for that information to come. It might not, it'll still be a few more weeks, but so that we can get the dates out there sooner and you can plan for it.
yeah.
And then our tent sale dates are locked in for September 12th through the 14th.
Yes, here in Chaska, Minnesota.
Yep. So we will be having fun things happening throughout that time. Of course, the sale itself will be on Saturday, but the days leading up to it, we are planning some events off-site and on-site here at the studio and the warehouse. We did some fun things last year. This year is sure to be just as fun.
Yep, different things. but
Yep,
just as
different
fun.
things. But we've got a class that Gudrun will be teaching are in the works. An off-site so we can kind of mingle and visit and relax a little bit somewhere, whether it's a restaurant or a brewery or something. I know last year we took a cruise on Lake Minnetonka. I don't think that's in the plans this year. We're trying to do something different again. But
Yeah.
just watch for more details to come. It'll be coming soon because we're in the thick of it right now, really planning.
Yep.
So it's all set.
Yeah,
for
it's going to
you
be a
all.
great time regardless.
Yes, so make sure you put those dates down and
Yeah.
come see us.
Come
It's
see us.
beautiful here in September.
It really is.
Yeah.
So, all right. There's not much else happening,
No,
which is kind of nice for us.
Yeah, Fast and Furious released yesterday.
Yeah.
Day before. Yesterday.
Yesterday,
The 20th. Was
yep.
the 20th yesterday?
And London Calling on
Yes.
the 15th
Yes.
happened. So check your downloads if you haven't seen it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
All right.
We're going to hunker down.
When's the next show?
Next show is April 18th at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We'd love to see you. Hopefully, Clara and Court, hopefully
Yeah.
Court,
Hopefully, Court.
will be on the show with us
Yes.
presenting their quilts.
Clara's quilt is done.
Done. We just need to do
Court's
the
is
binding.
Barely started, so we'll see. He has zero patience for it, and
It can be hard when you're that age.
yeah, because he just wants me to do it.
You are very competent.
Yeah, no.
Darn kids.
Absolutely.
But
But thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your week and weekend. If you are in the eye of the storm coming up, hopefully you can enjoy it.
yeah, hunker down, sew, watch
Mhm.
some good movies.
Yeah, exactly. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.